Hey guys, I'm sorry this video is going to be worse than well, it's not going to be worse, it's going to be more informative than anything else, but yeah. For today's video, well, okay, let me explain real quick. It's going to be short, supposed to, hopefully, but it will be informative as well, so it's good on both sides. Now that I've gotten the entire introduction part out of the way, let's move on. Hey guys, so for today's video I'm going to show you this really cool method you can use whenever you're watercolor painting. Now, when I first started watercolor painting, I had wooden brushes, the normal looking brushes and all, and those are what I'd work with. Now, sometime during working with those, I learned something. There's a reason. Okay, I'm pretty sure you're all familiar with markers and brands like these, Crayola, Crazy Art. There was one more brand. No, there's no other brand. I don't work with any other brands. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you're familiar with marker brands like these, right? So, what happened was that when I was doing that, I was making this picture, and while painting it, because I wanted to color more of an area in a smoother tone, but I didn't have the right color. So I got my marker out, and I placed it at the edges, and then water accidentally spilled on it, and I saw something that I questioned myself, why didn't I see this earlier? And I'm going to show you guys how that's done now. So, let's work with a heart, okay? One quick heart. Okay, off. But no problem. Now, after you basically have the shape that you want, you put in some color. You don't need to fill the entire area. This is a juicy marker, so I could actually fill the entire area. But now, you get your brush. I'll be using one of the Arteza brushes. Is it Arteza? Yeah, Arteza, that's the term, that's the name they give me. And, see that? The water from this brush is legitimately moving the color. And of course, if you're not really working too hard on it, then you'll probably, most likely, you'll end up with some color still on it. Like, you'll end up with some of the streaks still there. But if you go down just a bit more, it will blend out a bit better, and you won't even realize it was there to begin with. You see that right there? Now, I like when a lesson shows you how that can be used in your everyday life, or how can that be used in a way other than some lame watercolor technique or whatever. And that's what I'm going to show you right now. 0.5, not point, 0.8 pen. Let's draw an eye real quick. By eye I meant anime eye, by the way. Just to make sure we're on the same level. If you want to know how to draw anime eyes, I have a video all about, I have like 2 or 3 videos on that exact same topic. So, yeah. Kinda got messed up, but I'm working with it. That's one thing. Whenever you're working on art, don't really consider it a mess up until it can't be fixed. So there we are. We have that little eye-ish looking shape. And there we go. And pupil. Here we are. Now, let's say we wanted purple eyes, right? Purple eyes. But then purple isn't doing it that much for us. And we wanted more of like a blend between that purple and, where is it? Yeah, and a pink. How could we do that? Of course, we could always use the markers and try to blend them, but it will most definitely obliterate your pupil. Well, not your actual pupil, just, you know, the one that I just showed you guys. So, how can you deal with that? This exact same technique works in this situation. See? That blend that we just created right there. Of course, there's not much pink because there wasn't much pink marker to begin with. But look at that. You can still partially see the pink that was there and everything that is still there. And say, for example, you don't have a brown marker, right, and you're trying to color a black person, right? Let's just draw a quick hand with this marker. Yeah, let's pretend that's a perfect hand. How can we just get that in and out? This will always try to pick up color. Of course, there's not much color on the page, so, you know, it will just do what it's doing right now. That's a bad side to this, because it's just going to put water down and every color that was already there. Because there's nothing really there to connect it. But let's say, for example, we put on some more pigment and try that again. Also, this is an amazing way to know how dark your marker really goes, because look at this. Do you see how this one here looks? Now I'm going to show you a next marker. I'm sorry for the result of that, but I'm kind of running. Not really running, but I'm going through this quickly. Now let's try with the Crayola marker. And this is where you guys will see why it's not really biased of me to actually want to use Crayola markers to some degree. Look at that. I'm not even going to put in as much effort as I did for that one back there. Water. And of course, with these artisan brushes, you have the water actually flowing straight through after squeezing and all. Of course, I'm going outside the line, but yeah. Do you see that? And I literally, look at this. I can literally erase that out of existence right there. And from here, I'm basically in control of that brown. There's no longer like a marker restricting my movements anymore, or restricting where I go, because I'm now in charge. And that's the fun thing about using this Crayola markers when you're doing things like this. Watercolor markers are not watercolor, sorry. Wait, is that even a thing? Watercolor markers? But yeah. What do you call them? Crazy art markers are good. I won't bash them, trust me, I've used them a lot and they're pretty decent. But this is one of the major reasons why I'm a Crayola fan. So yes, I'm back. I had to do something real quick. But there's something that I like doing, where I like relating things so that you can branch them, and I also like trying out things in other ways. So if a watercolor marker moves like that with water, how would an alcohol-based marker move with alcohol? So I'm just going to put a few streaks right there. And I'm not actually going to put it down, but just to dry off the thing that it was in. Now let us see if this really will work. Okay, so it doesn't seem to be working as well. It looks more like it's just being absorbed into the page or going straight. Yup, it did. It went straight through. So yes, lesson. We just learned something. Don't try the same technique with alcohol. So yeah. Well, that's all for today's video. Hope you guys like this video. If you want to see more videos like this, of course you'll see more watercolor based videos. I have a few more pages left back. Also, if you're wondering where I got this book, I made it myself. Yeah. And, well, I made it at home, to be more specific. If I say myself, then it excludes someone who helped. But I didn't really ask for the help. But yeah, anyways. So yes, if you guys like this kind of video or wants to see me make another type of video, you can always like this video and comment down below what you want to see me do next. And yeah, that is all for now. Hope you guys like and subscribe. And if you want to be one of the important people right now, I'm going to tell you this lovely tip. Tap the bell icon. Then you'll be instantly updated anytime when I upload a video. And we all know that my upload schedule is worse. You can hardly ever know when I upload. So that's going to be pretty useful for you. Alright, that's all for now. Later, guys.